What's going on, guys? Brandon Lee here, or ZR Lee, whichever you like to call me. And today's video is an Xdefiant video. As you all may know, Xdefiant has finally been given a release date of May 21st. I'm super excited for it. And we've been given, how many playtests already? Two? It was like an alpha, and then there was like basically a beta that wasn't called a beta, but it was a beta. And they were really good. I really enjoyed them. Today's video is about Xdefiant. The expectations that I expect from Xdefiant, what I'd like to see, what I think it needs, and overall, just give a preview of what's to come. Without further ado, man, let's get into it. But let's start off with the cons. There were a couple of like little small things that Xdefiant can work on. Granted, it wasn't the full game, so I'm not gonna sit here and just tarnish their name and all their good work. But there were a couple things that could use some working on. Mainly, my main issue that I had with it was, I don't know if anyone remembers, but at the beginning of every round, you can you get like a 30-second intermission period where one team can run all over the map while another team sits in a spawn. And I know I exploited this. I've seen it be exploited against me. Typically what would happen is the enemy team would wait for that counter to be down, and they're already in your spawn by the time that counter's up and your team is ready to move. And that's not okay. We shouldn't have any player in front of anyone's spawn at the beginning of a game. They haven't even been given a chance to raise their weapon and they're already being shot at. Granted, they did have the barriers in front of the door, so the enemy team can't shoot through the door, but your team can shoot out the door. So yeah, I can see how you're trying to balance it out, but I think if you just remove that feature altogether, we can sit there and, we don't have to worry about all those balancing issues and trying to make it seem fair. I just don't think that an enemy team should have that kind of combative advantage in a multiplayer game. To be right in front of your spawn, first 2 seconds you spawn in. It's just not right, So that's definitely something I didn't like. That's something I don't want to see when the game releases. However, if it's there, it's not the end of the world. Another thing is, I know that we have like the characters, with the Echelons and the fire guys, and I don't remember their names. I apologize. But I know we have all different types of characters that have these different abilities. And what I really liked about that was these characters were pulled from different games. So like Watch Dogs, The Division, Splinter Cell, all these dope games. And while those characters are cool as shit with cool abilities, I would like to see some form of a perk system. Maybe not. Don't go full Call of Duty on us, okay? Don't go full COD. But, if you can add in some more abilities that would allow us to be a lot more expendable, a lot more flexible, a lot more comprehensive, or not comprehensive, that's not the word I'm looking for, a lot more complex, that's what I'm looking for. I think that you would allow a lot more precise and sharper gameplay if we have access to some form of a perk system. Put dead silence in this game, what happens? You know what I mean? And something like that I think would be pretty sick, man. I do want to talk about the things I do like. This game is incredibly well balanced. I mean, the guns, the abilities, the equipment, the flash grenade and the frag grenade being in the same category, the maps, the 3-lane systems. Everything about this game is balanced. Hit detection could use a little work, just a little bit, not too much. But this game is really balanced. Overall, I think that what Ubisoft and the developers are creating with Xdefiant has potential to go a long way. It definitely, absolutely needs a great community that will support it, and it needs devs who fucking listen. Let me reiterate that. Okay, that will be the biggest difference between Xdefiant and any other shooter that is to ever drop. Devs need to listen. Listen to your fans. Listen to your community. That's the whole point. I like to think that's the whole point of Xdefiant. Xdefiant is doing everything that Call of Duty refuses to do. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and as long as devs continue to stay listening to their fans, and as long as the community continues to support this game, guys, we have potential. We have potential to have something special here. We have potential to have a game that can sit here and revolutionize gaming as we know it, revolutionize esports, revolutionize competitive gameplay, revolutionize everything we know about shooters. But it has to work. It has to work. I apologize for that background noise. That's my son. But it has to work. And I think it will work. I think it can work. As you see, I'm on the team right now, dominating. I was a really big fan of the Fire guys. I went and pretty much used them every game. But I'm curious to see, like, what if they add more characters, more players, you know, when the game fully drops. I think they're called factions. They can't just be the ones that they had at the start of the game. Not only that, speaking of launch, at launch, for the love of God, please give us some good maps. I cannot express to you, and I hate to compare this game to Call of Duty because it's not Call of Duty, but I cannot express to you how many times I've loaded a new COD and the maps were absolute dog shit. Dog water. I'm talking trash, bottom of the barrel trash. Like, it was ass. And that's something I really hope Xdefiant doesn't make the same mistake on. Make sure you drop the game with a plethora of maps that have a great deal of variety and are well balanced for everyone. You know, this game seems just more like a casual shooter. It definitely can get competitive if you allow it to. So I do think that the esports community is gonna have a blast on this. I haven't seen like I've sniped and I went crazy with the sniper. So getting clips like, you know, 4 on, 5 on, 6 on, shit like that, that's gonna be easy for people. But trick shotting, I haven't seen any trick shotting yet, like, you know, or how that would work. So it's very interesting to see how trick shotters are gonna make that work. But yeah, your boy went crazy at the end of this game here. I think I went on like a 10 kill streak at the end of this game. I was just popping them as I'm missing all these shots. But guys, let me know what you guys think about Xdefiant and the 2 playtests that they had. Let me know what you guys want to see and what you think the game needs. And let me know if you're excited for the game. As always, I'm uploading videos to this channel all the time, so if you guys want to see me, just stay tuned to the ZR channel. And if you want more of me, you can check out my personal channel in the description down below. But you guys enjoy the rest of this gameplay, man. I'm getting up out of here. Peace and love, everyone. Let's hope Xdefiant drops on the 21st, and it's fucking awesome. I'm getting up out of here. Take care. Deuces.